What is branding? Is it negative? Is it positive? Is it neutral? Can it be a lifestyle? Can it create a movement? Are there some pitfalls? My biggest pitfall was overcoming that obstacle. How could I recreate my personal brand? I had to find out what made me original. My Division I opportunities were lost. Now I have to go a different route. I had the college route, which was never a part of my plan. It wasn't the plan that I had set out for myself. So I had to figure out what made me original. Again, people can duplicate it, but they can't replicate it. You know, there's all those Nike Airs, and then there's those Pro Links. That might be next generation. Authenticity. You know, Oprah is authentic. Here it is, a billionaire. But guess what? A lot of us, males, females, across the world, can relate to her. Can we relate to her financially? I know billionaires here. Maybe, eventually. But guess what? She still maintains a level of sincerity and authenticity. And that has created her becoming a household name. You can't hide passion. You guys familiar with this guy right here? You guys remember this? Hulk Hogan was so passionate. I mean, that was his brand. I mean, he tried to do the Hollywood Hulk Hogan thing, but guess what? It didn't work because he was more optimistic. He was a positive person. So communicating your brand, you have to know your target audience. Hollywood Hulk Hogan was not his target audience. His target audience was being the underdog, falling down and waking up, and going in for the win. Your brand has to have consistency. If you guys understand, every time Hulk Hogan was in a wrestling match, he fell down and he did his to reinvent himself. He was consistent and established. Managing positive attention. Talent, exposure, charisma, accolades, press. You know, my brother's favorite book is by John Maxwell. Talent is not enough. It's not enough just to have talent. You have to dig deeper than that. And then there's something my dad had told me over and over and over again. He said, Donte, or bad press, it's all press. Bad press. The Dennis Rodman or the Mike Tyson. But again, it was press. And so what he told me was, even after that situation, you have to learn how to manage attention. You are athletes here. Things are given to you. Opportunities are laid right before you. But you can't step your foot into every opportunity. Because you have to understand, with your own athletic DNA and your personal brand, how is this going to reflect me as far as managing positive attention? Because you can manage the positive attention that you get. Oprah manages the positive attention. Michael Jordan manages the positive attention. Tiger Woods manages the positive attention.
I already know how to deal with the media. Like, reporters come in the locker room and talk to me all the time.
And what do you say?
I have a lot to say because they like to listen to me. Because whatever I say, they believe.
Why do they believe it?
Because I rule on the field. That's who I am. They love me.
So the positive attention that you're getting is from the field.
They love me. They love me all the time.
And I can see why they love you. Because you invoke confidence. I see that. But guess what? You still have to take that a step further and say, you know what? After the game, after the locker room, 5 years down the road, who am I? How can I manage them and build this new positive attention? Leonard Biggs. Everybody knows who Leonard. This is his son too, by the way. You know, Leonard, offensive lineman. I mean, this is my son too. But